Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now it's Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. And even 50 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A toss left. Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Is good.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
The 42-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 41-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Titans 3.
Tannehill on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Nice footwork at the 20. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago, and
And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But when that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Check 26, check 26.
He may try and run for this. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a 2nd chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Hey. Move. Hey, 4 down. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. I hope you got your rest, because I'm about to take you to school. Hey. Switch up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Titans.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. On first down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tannehill throwing again. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Flush to his right.
5-yard line.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Tannehill. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That is caught inside the 5.
Tannehill's pass.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Tannehill. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
Darren Fells in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Titans 10.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. And now a carry here for their fullback. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's good.
The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Eight yards to go on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and 9 at the Titans' 17-yard line.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Tannehill's pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Titans first down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Tannehill, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st down, Titans.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler Marcus Peters. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here where you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
4 down, 4 down. Key 8, key 8. Big A, big A, big A. Hey, report.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
6-yard line.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
We got 4. Mike, turn it in. Watch, Richard.
From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw, Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Tannehill. Dipping left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Tennessee.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 more there and another first down.
And the Titans first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is where, you know, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, you know, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Cut. Mike 2. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
Patrick Queen on the tackle.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called.
The 31
Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Wide. Get wide. Switch. Here you go, Tiger.
One last throw here for Tannehill. He goes full extension, and he's got it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.